Welcome everyone to your intro video for December 17th to the 23rd of 2018. This will be, I'm not going to do all 12 signs like this, like I usually do a recorded video, but it will be an audio tarot upload, and each sign will have their own. But for all of you, there will be access to the audio tarot or recorded videos as private readings, but the phone call option is still not an option just yet. It might open up soon, but not just yet. For the week, here you go. Much love to you, much light. I wish you the best, and have a good one. Welcome Libra to your love reading for December 17th to the 23rd of 2018. Now this week there seems to be a very combative kind of thing going on. Drama within you. I feel where you might be saying a lot to a certain person, and it's like you aggressively express how this person has been treating you in the past. Now it could be air sign, or it could be an Aries for some. There might be antics where that person might feel like they can do what they want to do, or well, anybody can, but I mean like to get away with certain things, or to kind of keep you in a state of confusion, or kind of giving them so much time and to kind of do what they want to do, giving you the runaround, which could be an issue. And I feel like you can almost see how the Emperor is kind of nonchalant, or whoever it might be, whoever you're dealing with, and it seems like you want to make a decision to disconnect from that person after you say what you have to say. That could be the father of your child, it could be a father in general, it could be anybody, but I feel like there's an emphasis on some of you. You might even be getting an earful from somebody else that might be frustrated with you. It just depends. But until these conditions change, I feel like the person that you're dealing with, that person wants to rely on themselves right now and be single, maybe because they have to learn to rely on themselves, or because they don't feel like you're giving them what they want or need right now. So I feel in the meantime, I just did Virgo, and they had this as well, where the world shows up as you kind of moving on and disconnecting from that person right now. It's almost like a cycle that you don't want to continue to go through and happen with this person over and over again. So then that person makes a decision to step away from you as well. The Eight of Cups is moving on, doing something else. Either it might feel like it's permanent, and it might feel like it's a finality to it, but that might not be the case, and that's not what I'm getting for a few of you out here. Now some of you are definitely still working through a process of moving on from somebody that you dealt with for a while, and that's the Queen of Swords energy. That's what you need to do as you walk through. Okay, I can see Eight of Cups guy, female, moving on with the cups emotions, and then they kind of stand up, lift their head up, and start thinking logically, like, I don't need to look back at this person, they need to catch up with me because I'm heading in a different direction right now, especially on the emotional level. I don't feel like dealing with this drama or the confusion and things like that. So that's the judgment call that's coming through as well. Judgment is usually reflecting on certain things and trying to figure out if this is something that's good for your emotional well-being and your mental state right now. Judgment is also a call of going through different lessons and learning from your past, and kind of allowing the universe to say, hey, you learned something, you know, through this, and kind of allow you to take that in. If you haven't yet, these things are going to continue to come up. This person is going to continue to treat you this way and act like this over and over again until you address certain matters and be strong and be sure that it's not something that you accept. Where the Page of Wands is in reverse, it could be a child that some of you might have an issue with, agreeing on in some way. But I feel like a lot of you, where you might come through, is very tough, very strong, very sure of yourself, and sure about your decision and your motives of disconnecting from somebody. That might not be the case. That's not what I'm picking up. I feel like you might not be completely honest about it, but you do want to get over the drama. You don't want to continue to go through these things with another person. So I feel like the frustration and the intensity is definitely going to be there, but this is a week to try to understand each other. This card continues to come off for many people too. Getting to know each other as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond does deepen. Really knowing, you know, if somebody is so controlling, they're not willing to compromise, those are things that you either can tolerate, or that you feel like you got to let them know that this is not something that's going to work out for us. Not an abusive relationship, not something that's controlling, not somebody that's not willing to put me first as well. So being able to kind of acknowledge these things and seeing what happens over time. So that's why you pay attention to the red flags, the signs are cautioning you, just to be aware. That doesn't mean that you need to leave that person behind for good, but at this time you might need to leave them behind, let them know how you feel, and then disconnect with them, because there might be some issues with religion as well, religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing, the spiritual path, where there's something that contradicts one another. Not sure of what your family might say, what your partner might agree to, or just somebody is really headstrong on their belief in religion or whatever they choose to believe in, and the other person is just too yielding or just not willing to compromise. So that could relate to you in some way, but this is a week to disconnect until someone gets things under control when it comes to respect. All right, so that's going to be a reading for the week. I hope the messages did help out in some way. Tons of love, lots of light to you, tons of healing vibes. I do wish you the best. And you can always go to the website, psychicloveheals.com, to schedule something for you. So have a good one.